Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Fox Chapel High School. We're here for tonight's girls soccer Quad A semifinal match between the Panthers of Upper St. Clair and the Warriors from Penn-Trafford High School. Penn-Trafford being a number 2 seed heading into the WPIAL Quad A tournament, and Upper St. Clair coming out of the number 11 seed off a win over Peters Township, 1-0. Last week. So we get started here. We'll give the starting lineup for the Panthers. Joe Rocco in goal. The same back four have been most of the year. Kren, Snyder, Kincaid, and Visman across the back. Got Nikki Gibbons in that holding midfield position with Cassie White next to her. Haley Perry at the attacking mid. Rocco and Worley at the right and left mid, respectively, and up top you got Jane Madsen tonight. So it's the same lineup pretty much as took the field against Peters Township. And the Panthers will be challenged here tonight by a very strong, as I mentioned, number 2 seed Warrior team. Several very good players on this team, and we'll talk about them a little bit. There's one on the ball right now, Hannah Wynn. She'll be the playmaker for this team. She's very skilled, has a great motor. Not afraid to get in on a hard tackle, and she's definitely the leader of this Penn-Trafford team. Number 1, Hannah Wynn. Here's a throw from Visman on the far side. Comes off of Rocco and out of bounds for a Penn-Trafford throw. Throw taken short and turned over to Upper St. Clair. Temperatures hovering in the low 40s tonight with a little bit of wind, so it feels even a little bit colder than that. There is some rain possible in the forecast, but right now it's dry. And White is on the ball for the Panthers. Direct pass up to Worley. Madsen in top of the area, shoots with that right foot right at the goalie, though. Good opportunity there for Jane, as she was able to beat the defender to that ball and get a shot on goal. Foul coming against Hannah Wynn. Tripped Nikki Gibbons, so free kick coming for the Panthers. Good 50 yards from goal. Mia Snyder plays it wide to Kren on the near side. Cuts it back outside. Now inside on the dribble. Wynn is there to win a tackle. And she plays it down the near line for Stovar. Number 7. One of their big goal scorers. Kylie Dugan, number 38 on the other side. Here comes Angst for the Warriors, and Stovar was offsides. So a free kick coming up for the Panthers. Kick taken by Snyder over midfield. Comes to match, and she tries to hold it up and play wide, but her pass is intercepted and played forward by the Warriors. Here's Gibbons now winning a ball. Coming forward off the dribble. A little bit of room. Nice tackle there by number 8, Sarah Wynn, the younger sister of Hannah. Here comes Hannah on the dribble over midfield. Wide to the near side. Ball turned back in. Played short for Wynn, but Cassie White was there to intercept that pass. Plays wide to Worley, and she's fouled in front of the Panther bench. Be a free kick coming up. And Snyder takes it, plays it long, centrally over Gibbons' head. And a ball played wide for Dugan on the far side. She's able to keep it in. Visman there, though, and it goes off of Penn-Trafford, so it'll be a throw for the Panthers. Visman takes it down the line, headed out again. Visman on the throw one more time. Plays in towards the corner of the area. Cleared out, but Mel gets on the ball again. Here's Madsen trying to turn. She does. Crosses into the D. There's Worley trying to lay it back for Perry, but Penn-Trafford was able to break that up, and they'll come forward. Can tell the difference in styles already between Peters and Penn-Trafford. Penn-Trafford much more interested in keeping the ball on the ground, passing and moving, as very unlike Peters Township, where that was just a lot of kickball the other night. So here come the Warriors again. Over the midline for Ongst, and she'll try to get past Kren. Good defending there as Marissa was able to step in front and separate player from ball. She'll turn now in her own area, try to find Worley. She'll hold it up. Lay it back to Kren, who comes forward. Wide for Worley. She can't keep it in, though, right near midfield, so a throw coming up for the Warriors. Throw taken down the line. There's Ongst. To Stovar in the middle, but her touch was a heavy one. Came to Perry, and ball deflected back into Rocco in the Panthers' penalty area. Her punt bounces over Ongstead right at midfield. Here's Worley challenging, and Penn-Trafford lays it back to come forward, but White picks that pass off. Good play by Stovar to come all the way back, but Cassie gets back on it, trying to find Madsen up top. She's matched up with Sarah Wynn, using her speed to get down to the corner. Cuts in now on the left foot. Crosses into the area, but it was a weak one. Comes back to Jane. She floats one to Haley Perry near the penalty spot. Perry trying to get turned and get a shot off. Can't do it. And here come the Warriors. And Ongst on the near side. To Stovar. Turns. Back to Ongst down the line. Here comes Stovar with a nice run. Kincaid, though, over to try to win that ball and does out of bounds, but it'll be a throw coming up. It would be the Panther throw. Must have deflected off of Stovar. Good movement there from the Warriors after the pass. But Kincaid was equal to it for the Panthers there. Here comes Worley now. Inside for Perry, tries to turn, but she's dispossessed, and Hannah Wynn on the ball. Good pass to Dugan. And the ball played long, going to go over the end line for a Panther goal kick. Just about 8 minutes gone, no score. First half of what will be the first of two semifinals. Norwin and North Allegheny will be here at 8 o'clock. And by the end of the night, we'll know who's going to be in the WPIAL final. Here comes Penn-Trafford again with the ball. Already in 8 minutes have strung 5 times as many passes together as Peters did the other night. So it should be a very different game throughout the course of the 80 minutes. Here's Madsen, able to win a tackle and tries to play forward for Gibbons, but her pass is off the mark, and a little bit of miscommunication there between White and Perry. Visman bails him out and keeps the ball in on the far side. No, she doesn't. Be a throw coming for the Warriors. Throw taken long, but comes to Kincaid. She turns and volleys it back towards midfield. But Penn-Trafford will get a hold of it. Play through the back. And they just play down towards the corner, but no one making the run. And it'll be a throw for the Panthers coming up. Kren over to take that. Just throws it short. Square ball to Snyder, who will carry forward off the dribble and then play it over midfield, looking for Worley. And played out by Penn-Trafford. Throw coming for the Panthers. Good defending there from Penn-Trafford. No time for Perry to settle that one down. But Gibbons gets a hold of it from Snyder. A little bit of room in the middle to dribble. Can't find a handle on the ball, though, and now turns out and comes to the near side. Tried to force a pass to Worley, but Penn-Trafford will come up with that. Looking for Dugan coming down that far side, but Upper St. Clair intercepts, and here's Rocco on the ball. Worley comes in a little bit from that outside left position, but can't settle the pass down. And here comes Wen over midfield to Ongst. She'll carry down this near touch line. Kren giving chase all the way down to the end line. Tries to cross, does get it in front of goal. There's Stovar at the near post. Good defending there from Katie Kincaid as she step by step with Stovar to keep her from getting the shot off. And Perry will play it up over midfield, just a little too far for Nikki Gibbons, where Sarah Wynn for the Warriors picks it up and finds Dugan on the far side. Long ball played. Onside. Here comes Hannah Wynn in one-on-one on Rocco. Into the area. Makes a little move to her right foot. Oh, and what a recovery from Mia Snyder. Hannah Wynn just took a little bit too long there to get that shot off. Mia Snyder really did a nice job to hustle back and break that opportunity up, as Wynn had already gone past Rocco and was just a split second from shooting that ball, really just passing it into an open net, and Mia was able to get there and knock her off the ball. So a corner kick coming for the Warriors. Hannah Wynn taking it. Plays it to the back post. Dugan was there. Headed out again. There's Gibbons to get it out of the Panthers' penalty area, and Rocco picks it up. Trying to dribble up that far side. Now plays it over midfield looking for Madsen, but that pass will be intercepted. And Penn-Trafford will look to reestablish possession, but a ball up for Stovar goes too far, and Snyder is able to get a hold of it. Here's Wynn again on the ball. Has Stovar in front of her. Dugan on the near side now. Dugan trying to get down to the end line. Kren defending. Can't get her hips turned. Does cross it. Comes off of Snyder, but they might determine that the ball's out of bounds prior to her crossing it, so it'll be a goal kick for the Panthers. .27 minutes remaining, still no score. Goal kick from Jill Rocco. First ball won by the Warriors. It comes to Stovar, trying to settle it down, back to goal. She's able to lay it back and then come forward through Wynn. She does a nice turn around Gibbons, finds Stovar. Wynn continues to run to the top of the D. Gibbons defending nicely, though. Ball cleared out as Visman on the near side. Looks like Mel and Marissa might have switched sides here, as maybe in reaction to Penn-Trafford switching Mackenzie Ongst to the far side. So they're trying to maintain their matchup of Kren and Ongst. Throw in coming for Visman down the line. Headed up in the air by Perry. Stays in bounds, and Madsen will find it. Looks through for Perry's run, but Penn-Trafford is there to knock it out. A throw coming for the Panthers deep in Penn-Trafford area. Taken quickly. Perry shielding. Ball knocked away from her, and Dugan comes up with it for Penn-Trafford. Trying to play centrally for Stovar, but that pass is intercepted by White, who finds Gibbons quickly. Wide to Rocco, near side. Cuts past one. She's getting on that left foot down into the channel. Crosses, but it's just a weak one towards the near post. And it's easily handled by the Penn-Trafford goalie. That was a weak punt there. Gibbons gets on that easily. Tries to chip one in for Madsen. Can't find her. Here's White on the ball. Down to Worley on the far side. Ball poked away from her, but comes to Kren. She crosses that right foot. Madsen's there. Just too far for her header. Perry has it now and cleared. Not completely out. Now they will get a hold of it as Wynn all the way back to the top of her penalty area to defend, and finds Dugan on the near side. Tries to touch it past Visman, but can't do that. It'll be a throw coming up for Penn-Trafford. Here's Hannah Wynn, defended by Gibbons, and she puts a nice ball down towards the channel for Dugan. Kincaid out to defend her. Dugan down towards the end line. Can she keep it in? She does, and Visman's able to corral the ball and play it out up the near side to Rocco. She turns. On the dribble now is Rocco in front of the Panther bench. Cuts inside on one. Gets past two, but can't beat that third defender. And Hannah Wynn on the ball again. Dispossessed. Rocco down the line trying to find Madsen. She does. She turns. Can't keep a hold of the ball, though. Does get it now, passing just free down this near side. Coming in, she's going to want to be on her right foot. Plays it into the D for Perry, but she's defended well, and the ball's poked out. And here come the Warriors again. Stovar on the far side, has Wynn in the middle. Dugan on the near side. Stovar tries to find Wynn, but the pass is intercepted by Snyder. Nicely done by Mia there. She plays it high to the far side, and Worley's able to keep it in and find White on a short pass. She knocks it off of Lawrence from the Warriors, and it'll be a throw for the Panthers. 24 minutes remaining. No score. Cassie receives that throw in from Marissa Krennan. A little bit of room to dribble up through the middle of the field. Finds Madsen top of the area, but she's immediately met there, and the ball's cleared out to the far side. Here's Hannah Wynn again. Penn-Trafford at midfield. Trying to keep a hold of the ball, play it wide on the near side. Here's Dugan, knocked away from her from Visman. It'll be a throw for the Warriors. Throw to Stovar, just knocks it back to the thrower. Crosses the ball the far side, but that's intercepted. That pass is by White. Finds Worley coming forward over midfield. Her pass is intercepted, and it'll come to Lawrence for the Warriors, who turns, has Stovar in front of her, plays forward to Dugan down in the area, but Rocco's off her line to scoop that up. And she punts the ball over midfield. Perry's there, but Hannah Wynn comes up with it for the Warriors. Back to Wynn. To Stovar. Tries to turn, but Visman comes up with it to Kincaid, and she quickly relieves pressure over midfield. Here's Madsen now. Plays the ball wide, but just didn't get the contact she wanted on that, and will roll out of bounds on the far side for a Penn-Trafford throw. Ball thrown long down the line. Stovar running to meet the throw. Trying to turn on the far side. Comes off of Kincaid. Another throw coming. Thrown down to Stovar's feet. Her pass to the middle, though, is easily corralled by Gibbons, and she'll look to go over top for Madsen. Jane's able to get the first touch on that ball, but it was a heavy one, and Penn-Trafford will come up with it, play it to the far side. And their clearance pass was intercepted by Jane, who was working back to defend. Here's Kincaid now. Ball played forward into the D. Penn-Trafford and just cleared high and out. Visman on it now. And Penn-Trafford will get a hold of the ball. Nice defending there from White. And she carries the ball, plays down to the corner of the area for Madsen's run, but Sarah Wynn was there to clear it out over the far touchline. Throw in for the Panthers. So Kren on the far side to throw for the Panthers. Down the line for Worley, trying to shield and get to the end line. Ball is knocked out. Another throw coming for the Panthers. Throw taken down towards the end line for Perry. She's able to get into the area now. Tries to lay it back for Gibbons, but that pass was read and nicely intercepted by Sarah Wynn. and cleared out over the far touchline. Nice work by Haley there, but she just couldn't make that final pass connect. Here she is again to the end line, crosses. There's Madsen, shoots and scores. Jane Madsen on the turn. Took the pass nicely from Perry, turned and shot with that right foot. Got past the goalie and into the net. It's a 1-0 lead for the Panthers with 20:04 remaining in the first half. Great stuff from Jane there. She received that ball, turned nicely, and fired the shot low and hard. Got past the Penn-Trafford keeper, and Panthers find themselves up 1-0 in what has been pretty much an even game up to this point. The best chance of the night prior to that was Wynn's chance for Warriors, but here the Panthers find themselves ahead 1-0, and Gibbons now defending. Comes up with the ball, a little pass from Perry, carries it over midfield. Nikki, and it'll go wide for Lexi Worley on the far side. She finds Haley Perry, plays it down into the corner for Worley's run, but it's going to be too far. And played off of Worley, going to be throw coming up for Penn-Trafford. So 1-0 Upper St. Clair midway through the first half. And here come the Dugan on the far side for Penn-Trafford. Plays a straight ball up the line for Stovar. She holds it up, tries to turn past Katie Kincaid, can't do that. And it'll be a throw for the Warriors. Throw taken down the line. Stovar collects it and plays it back. Now played high in toward White. Her header's flicked over, and Snyder was there to clean it up and volley to midfield. But here comes Penn-Trafford again, playing long down towards the corner of the Panther area. Visman's able to collect that and play it up to midfield, but another turnover by the Panthers. And Penn-Trafford back on the ball in front of the Panther bench. Rocco there, though, doing good work to win a tackle. And knocks it out. Be a throw for the Panthers. Short to Gibbons. Perry moving in front of her, but she can't find the passing lane. Now back to Visman, and she does find Perry. Turns to find Madsen in some space at the top of the D. Cuts to her left foot. Back to her right foot. And she just a little too far. The heavy touch when she cut the ball with her left foot, and she just wasn't able to get there to put the shot on. Here's Cassie White with some good work, turning away from two defenders, gets past another on the dribble, finds Madsen in the area, 12 yards out, shoots. Oh, big save from the goalie. As Jane was able to turn and get another shot off. The goalie came well off her line, though, and was able to knock that one out. It'll be a corner kick for the Panthers. Great work there from Cassie White. Able to get past a couple defenders and find the feet of Jane Madsen in the area. Here comes Kren on the run-up. Ball played low, near post, cleared out by Sarah Wynn, but White on it. Down towards the end line. Kren might be able to get to this. She does. Crosses right to the near post. The goalie was well positioned there to grab that one before it found its way to Nikki Gibbons, who was running right into the goal line. Here's White with two headers. Comes to Stovar, though. Tries to get past Snyder. Can't do it. And here's Visman. Good pass to Perry, who finds White. She's dispossessed by Stovar. Comes forward on the dribble, but Kren was there on the far side to knock the ball away from here. Sorry, that was Lexi Worley. Snyder now plays forward. Hannah Wynn on the ball for Penn-Trafford. Haven't called her name for a few minutes, but figure her to be very active as the night goes on. Plays back to Sister Sarah, who's one of the center backs for Penn-Trafford. And they'll play up towards midfield. Trying to get a hold of the ball. They do. It's Wynn again on the dribble now. Pass Perry. Finds Stovar. Tries to connect on a give and go. Can't do that. As Kincaid plays it out to Worley on the far side. Short pass to White. Over midfield now are the Panthers. Perry tries to knock that high pass down, but can't keep control of it, and the Warriors will come up with the ball. White again, really causing problems for Penn-Trafford, and going to get a foul called here against Cassie. So a free kick coming for the Warriors. 7 or 8 yards inside their own end of midfield stripe. So Sarah Wynn takes the kick down the line trying to find Stovar, but it's cleared out by Kren. Dugan on it now for the Warriors. And they'll play all the way into their back four. Carried over midfield stripe. Here's Wynn trying to get a hold of it. Snyder there. Nice job by Hannah, but Mia does a good job to recover. Mia just won't give up on these plays. Even when she gets beat, she's doing a good job of getting back and not letting the play develop for the Warriors. Substitution now for Penn-Trafford, and they have a throw deep in the Panthers' end. Ball thrown back, and across comes, headed out by Kincaid, and now Emily Rocco tries to cut past Wynn, but she can't make it. Here comes to Gibbons. Plays it up over midfield, but too far for Rocco's run. And Penn-Trafford will get a hold of it. They turn in front of the Panthers bench. Good ball down into the area. Just too far, though, as Wen wasn't running. And Rocco will easily pick that one up under no pressure. With just over 14 minutes remaining, it's 1-0 Panthers. Jane Madsen with the goal. She had the goal the other night against Peters. So she's on a bit of a streak. And here comes Cassie White charging forward to try to win a ball from Ongst. Forces her to play it back. But they'll find Dugan at midfield. Back to goal. She finds Ongst, and she'll come forward on the diagonal. Plays a good ball down towards the top of the Panthers area, but Rocco's well off her line. Is able to clear that out. Sister Emily Rocco now giving pressure, trying to win a ball. She does. Cuts it outside on the dribble, goes down the line for Madsen. Ball slides through for her. She's in towards the top of the D, but going across goal. Now she touches a touch into the area. Again, a heavy touch. It was just cleared out. Gibbons now battling. Gets to that left foot, shoots from distance, but just no power on that shot. Easily handled by the Penn-Trafford keeper. Visman with a ball off of the goalie's punt, but ball bounced up and hit her in the hand, so it'll be a free kick coming for Penn-Trafford. Sarah Wynn to take this kick for the Warriors. Ball flighted down to the corner of the area. Good first touch by Sister Hannah Wynn, but again, Snyder there. Applying pressure, just giving her no room to operate. And able to win a ball back for the Panthers. There's a turnover there, though. Kincaid, nice cover defending to... Oh, given away by Gibbons here. And she picks it up again, though, and dribbles towards midfield. Cuts back towards the middle, has a simple pass to White, but tries to play outside to Worley. Madsen wins the ball. And here comes Worley on the dribble. Plays to Jane, 30 yards out. Now down towards the end line is Madsen, trying to use that speed. And her cross goes harmlessly towards the end lines, picked up by the Penn-Trafford keeper. And ball punted up towards midfield. It bounces nicely, finds Stovar. Cuts past Kincaid on the far side. Good speed from Stovar here. Kren giving chase in towards the top of the area. Stovar still on it. And cleared out by Snyder. And up over midfield by Gibbons. So again, good work from the Panthers defense to thwart that attack. And it'll be turned over off the throw from the Warriors, so the Panthers will get a chance to throw a ball in with 11:15 remaining. First half. Ball thrown to Gibbons. He lays it back, all the way back to Snyder. She'll come up near midfield on the dribble and find Visman on the near side. Ball out, throw coming. Front of the Warrior bench. Thrown quickly to Perry, but she was defended well. And Wen plays it on the far side for Dugan, who one-touch pass down the line for Stovar. Kincaid out there defending for the Panthers. Stovar gets a step past her into the corner of the area now. Down towards the end line on her left foot. Pulls it back out and comes off of the end line off the dribble, and Snyder was there to just poke the ball away. Warriors looking for a call there in the box, but nothing forthcoming from the official. Madsen turns and plays a ball off of Worley's back. That'll go off of Sarah Wynn, and it'll be a Panther throw on the far side. Ball thrown to Worley. Does a good job to shield and find Kren, who crosses with that right foot. Rocco coming in, can't get the shot off though. Seemed to have position on the defender, but just wasn't able to get the shot off. And here come the Warriors playing the ball back towards midfield. Visman turns though and finds Perry. She's dribbling to the far side and lays it back for Kren, who just floats one into the box. Ball's headed over. Oh, almost on goal from the Penn-Trafford defender, but luckily for them, wasn't headed that way. Came across through the 6-yard box and out on the near side for a Panther throw. So very close to an own goal situation there for the Warriors. Visman crosses now, but her cross will go out over the end line wide of that near post for a Warrior goal kick, and another substitution coming for Penn-Trafford. Goal kick played towards Gibbon, wins the first ball, but the seconds come to Warriors. Hannah Wynn on it now to Stovar. Flicks a pass forward, and a ball played through for Stovar, but she's not going to chase that one down. It rolls all the way back to Jill Rocco in the Panther goal. Ball punted up towards midfield. Here's Gibbons. Flicks a header nicely, but no one there for the Panthers. Perry giving chase. Does win a tackle wide to Rocco. Perry continues a run down this near sideline, and ball's played out. They're going to rule that that's going to be a Warrior throw. Went off of Haley Perry. Ongst with the throw up the line. Bounces in front of Visman. She can't quite get a hold of it, and Penn-Trafford will. Ongst comes forward again off the pass. Penn-Trafford carries it off the dribble over midfield. Tries to find Stovar in the middle. There she is. On that right foot now, top of the area. Shoots. Wide of that back post. Had Dugan in the middle earlier. If she'd have played that ball a little bit earlier, Kylie had a lot of space. But nothing doing there, and it'll be a goal kick for the Panthers. Penn-Trafford has moved Mackenzie Ongst into the back, currently playing, or for the time being playing, right back. So a little tactical switch for Penn-Trafford as White gets a hold of the ball and lays it back for Snyder. Visman near side, up the line for Rocco. Ongst on it now for Penn-Trafford. Back to Sarah Wynn. Turns past Madsen. Still on the ball is Wynn. And I have to lay it back. Good pressure there from Jane. Goalie plays the ball up that far side. Worley just pounds it right back into the area, and easily handled by the Penn-Trafford goalie. With 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half, 1-0 Panther lead. Free kick coming up for Penn-Trafford. Sarah Wynn going to take the kick for the Warriors. Plays a direct ball, but Gibbons will get there first. Stovar giving chase. Gibbons runs right through that challenge, though. Carries it over midfield. Has Madsen in front of her. Rocco wide left. Nice little move to cut past Wynn in towards the top of the D, but two defenders there did a nice job to get the ball away from Nikki. They play it near side, and they're able to keep possession and play the ball up toward midfield, but Visman intercepts that pass right into Cassie White, who plays it for Katie Kincaid. Oh, a dangerous little cut past Stovar. And here's Worley coming back to collect the ball. Good pass to Perry. Lays it back for White. Has a little room in front of her. She carries and draws a foul as Kylie Dugan coming back to defend. Knocked Cassie White off the ball, and it'll be a free kick coming for the Panthers. Call it 30 yards, 33 yards from goal. Mia Snyder over this one. She floats it in towards the top of the goal box. Gibbons is there. Goalie can't handle it. Nikki's still on the ball in the area. Penn-Trafford comes up with it, though, and can clear it up that far side. Kren will get a hold of it. 40 yards out. Come forward off the dribble. She's dispossessed. Here's Stovar to Dugan, but Snyder comes forward. She's able to win that ball. Penn-Trafford just not connecting passes right now. And a pass from Worley looking for Madsen in the corner of the area, but the ball runs past her and out of bounds over the touchline. So a goal kick coming up for Penn-Trafford. We are under 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Goal kick's a low one again. First ball from Haley Perry, but Penn-Trafford will come up with it. Here comes Ongst up towards midfield, finds Hannah Wynn right in the center circle. She'll come forward off the dribble. Wide for Dugan on the far side. Has Stovar in the middle. Tries to find her, but the pass is intercepted by Kincaid and played all the way back over midfield by Penn-Trafford as they keep possession. Wynn turns. Her pass is knocked down, though, and the Panthers are able to clear. Ongst wins it at midfield, comes forward off the dribble. Wide near side. A little bit of room for the Warriors. They should be able to get service. They do, but it's not good service. They wide of that near post, and really no danger, no threat there for the Panthers. With 3:20 remaining. Goal kick for keeper Jill Rocco. Flights the ball up towards midfield, bounces right over Perry's head. And here's White charging forward. Very aggressive play from Cassie. Tries to play down into the channel for Madsen, who's pressuring Ongst. Nice little turn there as Ongst just tucked the ball underneath her and goes the other way. Cassie wins another ball, but Ongst on it again. Stovar now finds Wynn. She can turn and does. Pressured by Rocco. Passes wide does Wynn, but the pass just wasn't quite hard enough. Knocked out by Visman. Penn-Trafford on the ball again, off the throw. Cuts inside, Visman there. And Snyder's able to clear up towards midfield. Sarah Wynn on the ball. Madsen pressuring, but Wynn comes forward. Off the dribble, nice work by Jane. She's going to get called for a foul there, though, and a free kick coming in a dangerous spot for Penn-Trafford. Under 2 minutes. It's a free kick from about 40 yards, taken quick down to the corner of the area. Here's Sarah Wynn, tries to turn down to the end line. Good defending, though, from Kren, and knocked out on the cross. Knocked off of Marissa's leg, so it'll be a corner kick coming up for the Warriors. With the clock ticking down, 90 seconds remaining in this first half. Panthers would love to get this ball out of danger. Five runners in the box, one in front of the goalie. Ball played right to Rocco, and she's able to just reach up and grab it easily. Not bad service, but just not enough bodies in front of goalie Jill Rocco. She didn't have any problems handling that one. She punts it up over midfield. Clock down to a minute. 1 minute. Here's Ongst on the ball for Penn-Trafford. 1 minute. 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 1 minute They turn out and dribble to the far side, but good work from Nikki to win a ball and play forward for Madsen. She holds it up, turns now, faces, has Perry in the middle, plays it to Haley. She looks to try to one-time pass through for Worley, but is just too far, a little off the mark, and a clearance comes to White, though. Tries to shoot from distance. That shot is deflected, knocked down, and cleared out by Penn-Trafford, but it comes to Visman with 24 seconds left. Gibbons will get a hold of it. Not much time left for either side to mount an attack as clock ticks down to 12 seconds. Here comes Hannah Wynn for the Warriors. Plays it down, looking to find Stovar running to the channel, but won't be able to do that. And the first half's going to end with the scoreboard showing the Panthers leading 1-0 over Penn-Trafford. And we're back for second half action here. Penn-Trafford versus Upper St. Clair. WPIAL Quad A semifinal match. The Panthers leading 1-0 at the break. And it should be a very entertaining and energy-filled second half, as the winner of this game will move on to the WPIAL final. The loser will move on to a consolation game to determine the third team from the WPIAL that enters the state tournament. And we'll see what kind of response Penn-Trafford has to being down at halftime. I would imagine with their record this year, they're not too used to being down at the break. We'll see what they do in the second half. That might be different. Trying to find Stovar up top, but Snyder's able to intercept that pass and play it down the near sideline. That's going to roll out of bounds for a Warrior throw. There is another semifinal tonight. The Norwin Knights will play the North Allegheny Tigers in the second semifinal. North Allegheny with teams in the semifinals on both sides, the boys and the girls brackets, so a good year for them, as one of those two teams will meet the winner of this match in a final Friday or Saturday this coming weekend. And the throw taken on the far side by Penn-Trafford. They'll corral the ball and play centrally. Gibbons there challenging, but Stovar comes up with it. Plays to Win. 30 yards out, cuts inside off the dribble. Good pass to Dugan, top of the area, right foot, shoots just over the goal. Nice combination play there from Penn-Trafford, as it's what we're sort of anticipating seeing. They didn't have much of it. Not many connections in the first half, but here early in the second half, they're able to carve themselves out a real nice opportunity. And it does seem as if their energy level has picked up a little bit coming out of the halftime break. Good turn there from Lawrence. Wide on the far side goes the pass. Kren defending for the Panthers. Lawrence again on the ball. Cuts past White, and she's tripped. And be a foul coming up, a free kick 35 yards out from goal, pretty much right in the middle of the field. And Sarah Wynn will take this for the Warriors. Ball chipped into the area, headed by the Panthers out over the end line, going to be a corner kick coming. Service maybe needed to be just a little further into the area there, but the net result is not bad for the Warriors as they earn themselves a corner kick early in the second half. Hannah Wynn to take the kick. Ball flighted back post. Someone there to head it, just could not make contact. Free header right in the middle of the goal, and just didn't happen for the Warriors there. What a great chance. Gone begging. Throw taken long into the area. Lawrence is there, tries to turn. Kincaid doesn't let it happen, and Rocco's out to grab that ball as Dugan put a shoulder into Gibbons, who then knocked Rocco down in a heap. So I think Nikki is pleading with the referee for a penalty there. Nothing called. And Rocco plays the ball up over midfield past Perry, And now Wynn will play it on the far side. Here's Angst coming out of the back for Penn-Trafford, but a nice tackle there from Katie Kincaid, and Cassie White plays forward. Here's Emily Rocco, cuts inside off the dribble, has Perry to her left, plays it to her, and coming in towards the top of the D, goes wide now on the far side to Worley. She hits across one time right into the center of the D. Madsen's there, but can't corral the ball. Now she does, in towards the top of the area. Jane using that speed to create a turnover, and a throw taken by Visman. Down, good left-footed cross there, knocked out by the Warriors, and Lawrence comes forward for the Warriors off the dribble. Her pass, though, comes right in front of Kren. She gives it away to Stovar, though, and here comes Stovar with some nice footwork, passing to Wynn on the far side, or in the near side, rather. She cuts diagonally, looking through. Pass was off the mark, though, and intercepted by Snyder, giving it right back to Angst. Well into the Panthers' end. Plays it wide to that corner. Now into the area they are. Crossed and cleared out by Kincaid. Good low cross there from the Warriors. They have definitely turned up the intensity level. Shot taken from distance by Angst and out for a Panther goal kick. Yeah, noticeably different team here for the Warriors. They're really pressing and trying hard to get that equalizing goal. Goal kick played over Perry's head. And number 3 for Penn-Trafford comes up with it. That's Brady Tremuta. Rocco, though, intercepts, plays to Gibbons with a short pass, who tries to find Worley, but the pass is just way too short, and Angst will come forward off a dribble out of that right back spot. Good job on the far side to keep the ball in. It's crossed, near post. Rocco comes diving out, though, to take the ball away from Dugan. It's Emma Rain on the far side for the Warriors who crossed that ball. Did a good job to keep it in. Lawrence plays it back to Tremuta. Good passing here from the Warriors as they try to tic-tac-toe up the field. Stovar tries to turn, keeps it in, and it's knocked out now by Kincaid. Been impressed so far with Stovar's ability to hold the ball up and use her footwork. Here she is battling down to the end line with Kincaid. Wynn is there. Snyder too. Mia's able to clear it, and it comes to Rocco, who's being pursued by Dugan across the field on the diagonal. Rocco cuts it back and tries to get past Dugan, but knocks it off her for a throw for the Panthers. Here comes Kren now. Direct ball up to Perry. She turns, plays the ball down in the channel for Worley, but she's not going to beat Angst to it. And it goes out far side. They're going to give the throw to the Panthers. Taken quickly by Worley towards Perry. She turns on the right foot, lays it back for Kren. She's met, though, immediately. And Penn-Trafford will come forward. Here's Lawrence. Near side to Hannah Wynn. Carries the ball over midfield. Plenty of room in front of her. Plays the ball down to Stovar, top of the area. Tries to cross with that left foot, but it's broken up by Snyder. Dugan dances past Snyder with a move down towards the end line on her left foot. Defended there by Visman. Cuts it back now to the end line on the dribbles. Dugan crosses. Actually, I think that was a shot as she took it right to the near post. Rocco went right into Joe Rocco's hands, though. I think Dugan might have done better to try to lay that ball back. She had a couple of runners coming into the area. And it's all Penn-Trafford here for the first 8 minutes of the second half. 31-30 remaining. Still 1-0 Panthers. But Penn-Trafford really stating their case in the opening minutes of the second half. Can the Panthers find the answer to their intensity and their physicality that the Warriors are bringing right now? Panthers have not substituted yet in this game. And you would think that at some point just from a physical exhaustion standpoint, we'll have to do that. Long throw taken down towards Kincaid. Hannah wins on it for the Warriors. Nice job to get into the area. Hannah dribbling right into that near post. Shoots off of Rocco. Couldn't get it past Jill Rocco as Jill just stood her ground. Pretty much made a position save there. But great work from Hannah Wynn as she went in on the dribble. Dribbled right to that near post. Stovar into the area. She's tripped, and they're going to call a penalty kick. Unless they say this was outside the area. No, they're not saying. Yes, they are saying. Let's see what he hasn't. It's going to be outside the area, which I disagree with that. If you're going to call that foul, it has to be a penalty kick. It seemed to be clearly inside the area. But so it's going to be a free kick right at the top of the box, right inside the corner of the D on the right side. So the Panthers will put, I'm thinking 3 or 4 or 5 girls on the wall. It's going to be a very direct shot. Sarah Wynn standing over it for the Warriors. And Rocco will have to be alert. Here comes the run-up. The kick, and it's just high and over everything. So I think the Panthers really dodged a bullet there. Not just on that free kick by Wynn, but on the call to give them a free kick and not a penalty kick. And the score remains. With under 30 minutes remaining, 1-0 Panthers. They're holding on by the skin of their teeth here, as the Warriors really have dialed up the intensity in the second half. Here's Dugan, near side. And Stovar tries to turn past White. She does. White does a good job, though, to just not give up on the ball and maintain pressure on Stovar and force a bad pass, really. Would have been easy for Cassie to not pursue like that, but just the pressure that she was able to put on Stovar. Here's Madsen on the near side, and a ball runs off of her for a throw-in for the Warriors. Well, they're going to call it free kick, maybe a handball. Sarah Wynn plays it long. Stovar on the ball. Now here's Dugan. Visman wins it, though, away from her. Tries to play up the line, can't do it. And they'll go long towards the top of the area. Rocco should be able to handle this. Jill would be wise to start using her feet in as many situations as she can. Just try to grind that clock down. Clock in the Panthers' favor right now. Here's Madsen, defended by 2. She can't come up with it. Nice tackle by Cassie White. She wins a ball. Here's Haley Perry looking through down towards the end line. Rocco should be able to get there. She keeps it in. Back to goal right now. Turns down towards the end line, and it's knocked out. Going to be a throw-in for the Panthers. Good defending there, as Emily might have had a half a chance to cross that ball initially, but was forced outside. Here comes the throw to Perry. Back to Rocco. Cross with that left foot. Ball knocked down, not out though. Wynn turns and carries on the dribble. Right in front of the Panthers bench. Nice job by Hannah. As she's pressured by Rocco, she keeps coming on the dribble, and her pass is eventually broken up by Visman. But on the far side, Lawrence will get it and play it out wide to Rain. Here's Angst on the dribble. To Lawrence in the middle, trying to turn. Can't do it because Kincaid is applying pressure. Haley Perry now on the ball. Sarah Wynn knocks the ball down, keeps it in nicely, but touches too far, and it comes to Madsen off of a Perry pass. Penn-Trafford just battling more for the loose balls than they were in the first half. And a pass off the mark from White. Penn-Trafford will come forward through Dugan. Snyder there applying pressure, but she's going to be called for a foul as Mia, and it'll be a free kick coming up for Penn-Trafford. So first sub of the game's set to come in. Looks like the Panthers have someone at the line. So they'll get some relief. will the players on the field through substitution. A ball played wide. Worley heads it down for Madsen. Looks like Matty Hujak on the line for the Panthers. Here's Ongst. I can't quite understand why they don't move Ongst up the field a little bit more, get her on the ball more. She seems to be very effective off the dribble, and since the beginning of the game, they started her at one of the outside mids, but they've moved her back into that right back spot. I just don't think she's seen enough of the ball. Rocco's punt is cleared right back into the Panthers' defending third by the Warriors, and Dugan defended again by Snyder. Good work from Mia there. And Kincaid's clearance attempt ricochets off of. Oh, and it comes to Stovar's. Rocco's out of the goal. Stovar there, scores. Penn-Trafford gets that goal. As there was a clearance attempt from Kincaid, it ricocheted off of a Penn-Trafford player, came back into the Panthers area. Rocco, I think right now stating her case that she had her hands on the ball, and the ball was kicked out of her hands by Stovar. But nothing doing. They're going to let that goal count. And it is 1-1. They have found their equalizer, and you can't say you didn't see it coming, even though as odd as that goal was. It was a massive deflection. The ball comes back into the area. Rocco seemed to have her hands on the ball, but it was kicked out of her hands. That's what she's complaining about. And as Stovar dribbled in, she basically had an open net because Rocco was out of goal. So goal for Stovar, and we have an even game. 25 minutes remaining, 1-1 the score. So the Panthers have made a couple of substitutions as Hujak has come in the game, and Katie Hall is also in the game for the Panthers. Yeah, you just felt like St. Clair, they needed to get a little bit of fresh legs in the game, give a couple girls a break. Here's Madsen now in towards the area, or towards the end line. Crosses, no one there. It's a dangerous cross, though. Panthers just need to find a runner coming to the near post, and that's a tap in. .24-10 remaining, 1-1 the score. A somewhat controversial goal by Lauren Stovar has knotted this game. Here comes Gibbons now, 40 yards out. Plays the ball for Hall. Katie Hall, who's just in the game, gives a chase towards the corner, and the ball's played out for a Panther throw. Mel Visman will come down the line to take this. Matty Hujak out, knocks the ball down, gets to the end line, crosses with that right foot. Oh, right past Madsen. And Worley coming in at the back post. That was pretty much an inch perfect cross, but no one there to meet it for the Panthers. Here comes Kren to Gibbons on her left foot in the area. Shoots. There's Madsen. Ball's cleared out, but it was going to go over the end line. Nice job by the goalie to scramble out there and prevent a corner kick. So Panthers with a little bit of a response after the Penn-Trafford goal have had some good chances of their own. Stovar far side. Snyder. Mia has been so tough all year long in 1v1 defensive situations. Very hard to beat. And she's been the same tonight. No different tonight. Nice burst of speed there by Ongst as she plays the ball down to the end line for no one. But, yeah, she's coming out of that right back. You could see her ability there as she just darted between two Panther defenders. Was able to create some space for herself. And a goal kick coming up for Upper St. Clair. They play it long up that far side. Gibbons flicks a header. Tries to get on the second ball, but can't do it. There's Kren. Good job to tackle the ball away from Rain. She's now pressured by two Warriors defenders, and they're able to get the ball away from Marissa, and here they come forward. This is Lawrence now, right at midfield, dribbling across the field. Hujak trying to win a tackle. If she could have, they'd have been in. But here comes Penn-Trafford the other way. Far side for Rain. Down into the area for Hannah Wynn. Mia there. Mia does a nice job to dispossess Hannah. That's not an easy job. Hannah's very good with the ball at her feet. Oh, and unlucky there as Jane Madsen looked to be in a foot race with Sarah Wynn. But she just tripped down. Oh, pass off the mark comes right to Gibbons. As Katie Hall on the near side. Ball played off of Wynn and cleared out to Dugan, who cuts past Visman. Here comes Dugan over midfield. Pass down the line for Stovar. Will she be able to keep it in? She does. They're going to say that was out, and that was, by my eye, a very bad call, but we'll take it. The Panthers will. So Visman on the throw, short to Katie Hall. She cuts inside off the dribble and plays the ball to Cassie White. And she turns it over to Rain, who finds Hannah Wynn in the middle of the field. Here comes Wynn in towards the top of the D. Right foot. She cut the ball past Snyder, but just the ball was way too far for her, and Snyder had good body position on her. Hannah couldn't get her run past Mia Snyder, so here we are now at midfield with Katie Hall being pressured. Ball's rolling towards the sideline, kept in, knocked out by over the end line by Penn-Trafford, so a free kick coming up, or sorry, a goal kick for the Panthers. Under 20 minutes now. 1-1 the score. Goal kick comes to Hannah Wynn. Plays wide to Dugan, who tries to turn past Visman, and she's chopped down. Mel getting a talking to. No card coming, though. Dugan tried to play the ball behind her standing leg, and Mel just came through and went right through ball and body there. So a free kick coming 35 yards out. Sarah Wynn on it again for the Warriors, and the ball just played harmlessly in to Jill Rocco's hands. So punt coming for the Panthers up towards midfield. Hujak flicks a header on towards Madsen. She's immediately met, though, and she's able to take the ball away from Wynn. Here comes Madsen in. On that right foot, corner of the area, shoots wide of that near post. Just couldn't make it happen there as Jane did really well to win that ball. And a goal kick coming. Sarah Wynn plays it up towards midfield. Gibbons knocks the ball away from Hannah Wynn. And a header from White finds Hujak. Lays it back to Cassie. Just goes over top in towards the corner of the area. Ball played up in the air. Hujak there tries to settle it down. And it's cleared into Visman now. Here's White on the dribble to Gibbons. Heavy touch, though. And she's dispossessed as the ball rolls back into the goalie's hands. There's the punt from Penn-Trafford. Comes to Cassie. Second ball, though, won by the Warriors, and they play it up over midfield. Here's Rain on the far side. Stovar running down the line. Ball played down there. Snyder there. That's a great matchup for speed. Great turn by Mia. Able to get past Stovar and find Gibbons at midfield. She tries to come all the way over to Hall, but pass just not hard enough. And Hannah Wynn on the ball again for Penn-Trafford. Wynn is a Duquesne recruit. Senior this year. She'll be heading to Duquesne next year. Here's Madsen on the ball. She's dispossessed. Here comes Penn-Trafford. Nice work by Jane to win that ball back. She's going to get called for a foul. Both players went down. It'll be a free kick coming up as Lawrence is trying to check back into the game. Emily Rocco also looking to come back in the game for the Panthers. Hannah Wynn plays the ball down the near side to Dugan. Katie Hall defending. Visman there too. Dugan gets past Hall. Now down towards the end line. A little Cruyff move. Crosses to the penalty area. But Schneider's there to clear it. Not completely out. Handball. And it is called. Gibbons on the ball. Can take this quickly. She doesn't. Chooses not to. She'll leave it for Snyder. And that ball's played long over everyone's head and into the goalie's hands. Ball kicked off the goalie punt towards midfield. Gibbons on it. Madsen tries a square ball to Worley wide, but that's picked off, and here come the Warriors. Stovar turns in the center circle. Lays it back to Wynn. Nice back pressure, though, there from Hujak, and White wins a ball. Her through ball, though, is not going to get into the goalie. Yeah, there was a little bit of obstruction there by Penn-Trafford. Nothing called. You'll rarely see that called. And Dugan knocks it out near midfield for a Panther throw. Rocco back on. Worley coming off for the Panthers. So Lexi Worley will get some rest here. Across the top, we have Rocco, Madsen, and Katie Hall right now. Ball thrown by Visman and played up to Madsen. She cuts, turns, tries to dribble to the corner. Heavy touch, though, comes to Sarah Wynn, and she just knocks it out of bounds. Be a Panther throw with 14:45 remaining. Score tied 1-1. We will go to overtime. If the score is tied at the end of regulation, and that would be a golden goal situation. 2 15-minute overtimes, I believe, is what they're playing. And here comes Ongst again on that far side, but defended by 2 Panthers, and they'll come up with it through Hujak right in the center circle. Plays to Gibbons, has passed just a little too far for her outreached foot, and far side, Kren comes up with it, finds Gibbons now. Back to goal, trying to turn. Can't do it off the dribble, she's dispossessed. And here comes Schneider now, a little bit of room in front of her, coming forward, trying to get on that right foot, finds Hujak in the middle. Ball runs past her, but she'll lay it back to Visman in front of the Panther bench. Plays it long up towards Madsen at the top of the area. Sarah Wynn there defending for Penn-Trafford. They knock it to Dugan, who keeps it in nicely on the near side. Tries to cut past Hall, knocks it off of Katie, so a throw coming for the Warriors. Dugan, a junior at Penn-Trafford, is committed to play her college soccer at Valparaiso University in Indiana. Cassie White does a good job to beat Stovar to a ball. And here comes Snyder now. Finds Madsen, but she's just absolutely smothered every time she touches the ball. Here comes Hannah Wynn. Her pass is intercepted, intended for Dugan, but intercepted by Visman. Here comes Katie Hall turning. Plays it to the far side. Rocco trying to get to it, but Penn-Trafford does first and plays it out wide on the far side for Rain. Lawrence now on it for the Warriors. Up to Stovar. She can't turn, lays it back, and they'll go forward to Dugan. She does turn. And plays Wynn on this near side. Nice win from Hannah Wynn on the left foot. Shoots wide of that near post. Good opportunity there as Snyder was closing in on her, closing that angle down. She really had no opportunity to shoot to the back post. And with that left foot, which is her weaker foot, she was not able to find the net. And it was wide of the near post, but just so. So a good opportunity there for the Warriors. Dugan again. She's been good in the second half. Visman battling. Something you can count on Mel to do all the time. She's been a real fighter this year. Here comes Gibbons now, trying to cut inside off the dribble. Can't do it. This is the stage of a game where the legs get heavy, players are tired, need to let the ball do the work. They're switching Kren and Visman. Kren will be on the right side now. Visman back to the left side. Here's Stovar trying to turn. Can't do it. Lays the ball square, though, and a pass up for Dugan is headed back into Rocco's hands by Mia Snyder. Ball punted over midfield. Header won by Lawrence. Gibbons is there, though, to turn and carry over midfield. Plays with that left foot down to the channel. Ongst picks that pass off, though. Nice pressure from Madsen. She got called for a foul, though. That's not a bad area of the field to take a foul. As the clock ticks down, approaching 10 minutes remaining in regulation. Sarah Wynn plays a ball long over midfield. Header won by Gibbons. Maybe a little bit of rain starting to fall here at Fox Chapel High School. Pass from Perry is off the mark, and Penn-Trafford will come up with it. There's Ongst on the far side. Here's Wynn, near side. Carrying the mail off the dribble. Tries to through ball to Stovar, but the ball hits her in the heels. Gets hung up, and Kren will pick it up, carry over midfield. Pass for Rocco's too far, and they just flight it back into the Panther end. Snyder comes up with it. Good direct ball looking for either Hujak or Madsen. Here's Stovar coming the other way. Kren back to defend. Snyder in front of her. Turns. She's on that right foot now. Tries to pass centrally. Shot taken from Lawrence. It's a weak one, though. The wind is picked up here, too, and right now it is not in the Panthers' favor. Wind blowing right to left on your TV screen, and certainly favoring the Warriors right now. So the Panthers with about 9 minutes remaining to kill in this regulation period. Ball looking through, but Kincaid in a good spot to intercept that pass. Plays a good pass wide to Perry. She tried to dribble out of trouble. Couldn't do it, and Kren will just play it long up for Madsen. She does a good job to knock that ball back to Hujak, who comes wide to Perry on the near side. Crosses in towards Madsen, but her first touch is a heavy one, and it's cleared back out. Comes right to White, who fouls Hannah Wynn, and she's going to get a yellow card as Cassie. She's going to have to come off for 5 minutes, as she was just really, really late with that tackle. The ball had been played past her, and she got a piece of Hannah very late. So that's it's going to hurt for the Panthers. She's been playing very well tonight. She's been a real force in the midfield. So what they'll do with 8:23, Cassie's going to have to be off until the 3:23 mark at least. Hujak and Gibbons will have to sit in the midfield and sort of cover where Cassie was. Lexi Worley back in the game. Yeah, you can see the wind picking up, leaves blowing on the field. Kick taken by Penn-Trafford. Good header by Hujak. Comes to Perry. She pokes it forward for Madsen. Can she get there? No, runs right past her. I like the matchup of Jane on number 14, if we can isolate that somehow. Ball played over top. Madsen's going to be offsides. Yep. 8 minutes exactly remaining. 1-1 the score. It seems at this point in time as if we were heading for overtime. That free kick off the offsides call, played towards midfield and volleyed back in by Hujak. Here's Madsen, and knocked out. Be a throw coming for the Panthers. Worley takes it quickly down the line for Jane, and the ball is just going to be seen out over the line. No, Penn-Trafford played it. Didn't need to do that. Worley gets a ball, deflects it. Shot from Perry with the left foot. As the clearance came, Lexi just was able to deflect that ball, and it happened to go right to Haley Perry's foot. She turned and hit it with her left foot. It was on goal, forced to save, but just not quite hard enough to beat the goalie. Here comes Gibbons in towards the top of the area. Jane cuts back past one, but a little cover defending there from Sarah Wynn, and they're able to win a ball wide near side to Worley right now. She cuts inside, crosses with that left foot into the D. Ball knocked down. Here's Madsen. Cleared out by the Warriors, and they find Hannah Wynn, who dribbles over midfield with good speed, cuts inside. There's Kren, though, to match her speed and just separate her from the ball. Penn-Trafford gets a hold of it. A lot of room in the midfield right now for both teams. Here's Lawrence looking through for Wynn, but she just seems dead dog tired. Wasn't able to run onto that ball. It was Hannah, and Rocco punts up over midfield. Trying to locate Ongst on the field right now. Looks like maybe she's off. Or no, she's moved up now out of that back spot. She's on the right, sort of the right midfield, right wing spot. Down the line comes Kren to Worley, to Hujak. Trying to find Kren down towards the end line. Sarah Wynn knocks it out, though, for the Warriors. As the clock ticks down towards 5 minutes. And overtime seems more likely with every passing second. And we're going to get a call here. No, Panthers still playing. Thought I heard a whistle. Here's Hujak shooting from distance. Just wide, though, and just not quite strong enough. Although with the wind doing what it's doing right now, which is it's all over the place, and it's gusting very hard. A shot is never a bad thing. Getting some really strong gusts of wind right now. The flags on top of the goalposts at either end of the stadium are blowing in all sorts of different directions, so it's a very swirling wind. Header won by Perry off the goal kick. Madsen now on the near side. Ball off of her, actually went off of a Warrior player, and it's going to be a throw. Worley down the line for Madsen. Crosses that left foot. Cleared out. Dugan's there for the Warriors. Tries to flick the ball back. Can't do it. Plays it inside. Here's Hannah Wynn now on the dribble. Finding Stovar near midfield. Kincaid there, though. Plays it down. Keeps it in nicely. Madsen coming back. Does a nice job to turn past one. But good recovery from the Norwin. Ball cross from Jane. Oh, and Nikki just flicked a header with the back of her head, trying to put anything she could on goal as the ball was a little bit behind her. And the goalie comes up with it with 4:04 remaining. Here come the Warriors. Watch Ongst on that far side. She's got a lot of space out there and speed to burn. Here comes Dugan now cutting inside. Lays it down into Stovar's path. Rocco out, though. And she's able to grab the ball as Katie Kincaid falls over top of her. Wind has calmed a bit. And Mercer's going to get called for a foul on Kylie Dugan of the Warriors. So a free kick coming for Penn-Trafford. Clock ticking down to 3 minutes. Hannah Wynn standing over this one. They've had her sister take most of these today, but this is Hannah. She floats the ball in. Nice ball. Lands on the 6-yard box. Falls nicely for Penn-Trafford. Oh, and they just shoot it wide of that back post. Not sure who that was, but the ball fell very nicely for them. Just sort of turned and volleyed. Cassie White able to come back in the game now. Hujak off. I believe that was Ongst on the far side. It was. Goal kick from Rocco. First ball won by Penn-Trafford, but seconds come to Cassie White, who plays wide for Visman, and she knocks it out over that far touchline throw right at midfield for the Warriors with 2:15 remaining. Score tied. Ball cleared up over midfield. Madsen there running on it on the far side. Panther throw coming. Rocco will pick it up. No options for her, really. Now she throws it into Jane's feet. Jane does a good job to turn. 30 yards out on her right foot. Just tries to play the ball forward any way she can. And Penn-Trafford battling to win it, but it comes to Cassie White. 40 yards out. Plays a wide near side for Worley, who's coming back to meet the ball. Kren, nice overlapping run. Cuts inside of one defender and towards the corner of the area. That's Dugan. Now down towards the end line. Crosses over the goalie's head. Oh, she's able to parry it out. And that was Nikki Gibbons coming in on the far side. She's complaining she was hauled down because all that ball would have had to do is hit Nikki's body anywhere, and it's going in. Nikki not happy at all. Stovar now on the break. Kincaid and Snyder there. She'll have to beat both of them. Down towards the end line. Crosses. Here comes Penn-Trafford. It's Ong's far side shot. Score! With just 57 seconds left, as Stovar was able to lay that ball back to Ongst, who crossed it on the far side. I didn't see who put it in, but it was a wide open shot, wide open net, as the Panthers were caught off the counter. And that late goal is really going to be difficult for the Panthers to come back from. It might have been number 6, Lawrence, who got that goal. She was wide open and just a ton of space. Too bad for the Panthers that from one end they had a great chance, felt that they were fouled, and at the other end, off the counterattack, Penn-Trafford puts the ball in the net and probably punches their ticket to the WPIAL final. Here's Gibbons on the far side trying to turn. Handball, and the Panthers are going to get a free kick opportunity here, 40 yards out. They get 32 seconds. Need to take their time, get it set up. They don't have to rush this. Mia floats a ball in, not quite far enough, headed up and in. Oh, still, there's Madsen trying to turn at the end line. Shoots it out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick. 17 seconds left. That ought to just about do it. And a goal kick coming, 8 seconds now. Panthers with a valiant effort and just couldn't make it happen here in the second half. And an unfortunate turn of events here with under 2 minutes left. Panthers should be proud. They're going to go to the consolation game against the loser of the next match between Norwin and North Allegheny on Wednesday night. We'll see you then.